second. Plus, I found this out. Interesting fact. I didn't think about it. You need to eat your food while you're inside a habitat and get all caloried up and get your thirst on then. Because when you get out in space, you can't. So, yeah, didn't think about that. You know, I kind of forget I'm in a spacesuit. What is up, everybody? It's Bloodstalker, and we're back with some more, I guess, Lacuna passage. That's right. This game, I don't know. We jump back into the game, and I'm already having an issue where my nav is offline, and I don't have coordinates to go to. The waypoint I know is up there. I see kind of the top of it, but it's sending me back over here. So I guess we've got to are we going to have to redo this every time, I wonder? Surely they'll get that fixed because, yeah. This is where we crashed at, so I guess we can start here and it's going to make us go to there. Let's see. Interact with it. There ain't nothing in it. Okay. Do I have points of interest on here? Still says nav offline. I don't know. I guess we're kind of stranded then at this aspect. I'm kind of disappointed in that for the simple fact that you don't want to have to keep redoing what you're doing in there, but the story mode's is not enabled yet, so maybe that's something we have to deal with. We do know where to go. We can plot it on here, and you can manually plot coordinates on your navcom. So we're just gonna go with it. I mean, I really want to play this game and try it out because the idea and story that's going to be behind this game seems really kind of cool. And I mean, it seems like a really interesting and cool game. We're not going to play a ton of this game. We'll probably play enough to just be able to discern what's going on and get ready for it and keep an eye on it as it gets updated and as they work towards that story. But I'm going to at least do a couple episodes on it just to see where we're staying, just to show off some of the things you can do in the game and just how beautiful it is, man. I mean, it's kind of cool that they actually took the terrain of Mars and made this. I mean, based on satellite imagery. Now, it may not be down to the rock or little, particle or whatever, but the main core structure, concave, whatever, so have you, whatever it's called, of the map, we've got that. I guess I'm out of stamina, so I can't run no more. Now, if you hear that in the background, I've got a huge thunderstorm rolling through right now. And I was like, I need to get some recording done. So, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to risk it. We're going to risk the biscuit. So, anyway, Lacuna, the way the game's been playing out so far is it's really complex, and it's not your typical survival game that we've played. The controls are a lot different for it. It is fun, though. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, you guys can tell just looking around, and you guys seem to be pretty positive about the game itself. I'm just curious where it's going to go with the story and all that. It got me intrigued. I keep saying that, and I'm going to keep saying that because games like this that have a deep story. I mean, Lifeless Planet would probably be a good example. Here's a game from 2014, that we played through, and it shocked the living crap out of me. It was a lot better of a game than I thought it would be. I didn't expect to have a storyline that rich in it at all. And then the trailers for Lifeless Moon, which is the sequel to it, which is more, I don't know if it's more of a prequel or what, but do you notice if you go out there to the trailer on it, it looks pretty cool. But games like that have good stories, and for a game that's kind of come out in early access as a survival game to have a story is kind of cool. Uh-oh. So where we got to go up there? I'm sure we have to turn something on up here. We got 70% oxygen. We made it here with 30. So if we get down to 50, we need to turn around. There's things you got to think about in a game like this. Okay, my navcom's still offline. Why won't you add it? See, I don't know. That kind of bothers me that I can't do that. It's going to make this game really hard to get around and do what we're doing. Just putting that out here. So let's see. We'll get up here, maybe we'll be able to see, because there should be another habitat up here. There's lots of habitats on here. Let's see. I don't have any parts on me. Crap. Repair. Can I just repair it? Fuse access. I don't know. We're gonna have to. It's gonna be a long trek back. Let's run a diagnosis and see what we've got. What's the trouble here? Fuses. No fuses. Can I turn the power on? Yeah, that's not a thing. Do I have fuses? Let's look. Then I do not. I've got everything else on me. I've got my bonded glue, by the way. Alright, so I don't see anything else over here. We're going to have to run back. So I will spare you that. I will do it by myself, I guess. We'll be right back. Now, it is nighttime, but we're out here for a reason. So we're back at base. Now, I brought you guys back because, well, we needed to talk. There's this thing that we're missing. I don't need those. I need this panel. Thank you. And we're going to have to remove a component. Now, why do we have to remove a component? This should still work. No. Is it working? Let's see. Alright, so, no. I don't think it is. Alright, so here we go. We got to get a fuse. Now, I can't just craft a fuse. The reason I can't is because I have to salvage one first to get the blueprint. So, it's kind of different. So, how you get blueprints is you have to salvage a piece of that equipment. Because remember we salvaged the carbon filter in the last episode. When we first started playing, we were just talking about the game. Turn that off. Well, check it out. You go to craft items. Wrong button. And I've got carbon filter. You notice I got heating element because I just went ahead and salvaged one just to see if I get a fuse off of it. Wasn't even realizing it. Where's the? I know I've got a fuse in my inventory. Can I not do that? Well, how are you supposed to get fuses then if you cannot craft them? That's jacked up. Hold on. Let's see here. If it's not showing a fuse that I can get. I can. So, what the hell? I got a computer chip I can't salvage, so you can only salvage big pieces of equipment. Well, that's not good. Could that give me a component or something? Because 2 plastic supports 4 solar cells. Well, I'm at a loss then because I have no idea. We have to find them then, I guess. Materials. Because see, in our materials, we don't have it. We clearly don't have it. We got our glue. Always we've got our glue. Got to have that glue. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here. So we got to put that back in. Is there anything we could get to in here? No, there's not. Yeah. I guess we're going to have to find one. I'll confirm it. No, I didn't want to go that way. I got turned around, damn it. Alright. Confirm. So yeah, we're going to have to search around and find additional ones. But I don't know. I mean, without our nav unit working, which we really got to get that working, we're kind of dead in the water. Now, I don't know if the nav unit's supposed to stop working, but I remember when we left that last episode, it was directing me up here. And that was up to that thing up there. So let's go put the fuse back in here. At least it's in there. It still bugs me though. We should be able to do that. Install. There we go. So, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. We're going to have to figure out. I'm going to see if I can get our nav unit back on. See if I can't figure that out. And get some sleep. Shut eye, because it's late at night. We're going to be up running around during the day, not at night. It's cold at night on Mars. Very cold. Very cold. So, I'm going to get some sleep. Well, first, before that, we're going to play with the nav. Anyway, we'll be right back. We're going to try it this time and see. Let's go ahead and get everything maxed out. Oxygen our habitat oxygen is doing well. We're at almost 50%. Better than nothing. I know. Believe me. But surviving on Mars, man, is not easy. We got to get food going. There's a lot of stuff we got to get done here. And so now apparently that thing is showing up. Well, I don't know. Now it's not. This is just weird. I can kind of see it from here. So you hit E, breaking this up. So go to navigation. Let's see about documents. Function data pad, crafting plans. That's all we got, I swear. Now, when you click on navigation, see it says nothing. But then it shows where we're at, I guess. I don't know what that is. Gonna keep zooming in. I'm used to going back. I'm going back and forth here. So I guess that would be up on that hill where we are. So that would make sense. So we're gonna head back over there and just kind of explore around as much as possible because I don't know what else to do. We need fuses. We have to find a place that's got fuses. Otherwise, we're gonna be kind of screwed. We're gonna go more this way this time. I'm tend to take straight shots. That way I don't run completely out of oxygen because it's pretty bad. So, yeah. I'll see you when we get over there. Alright, we're back here where we're supposed to be, and it now has a thing on it. So, I don't know if that's... I don't know what... I don't know. I don't know. So, let's see. Run diagnostics. Circuit board check. No fuses. We know that. Turn power off. Turn power on. So... is it still showing? Isn't it? Yes, it is. Now there's nothing else showing. There's our base down there. So these are showing. I'm not getting the message that it's offline anymore. Oh, maybe I did fix this? I don't know. Is it working? Maybe it doesn't need fuses. Fuse access. Well, hold on. What did that say down there? Runtime. Okay. So I guess that's what we had to do is turn this thing back on. Like I said, I'm not the smartest at this. So now to where do we go, though? There's our base. I don't see anything else. Wait a minute. Oh, another one. All right. Let's see. Let's head to this one. We only got 53% oxygen, so we better make it. Plus, I found this out. Interesting fact, I didn't think about it. You need to eat your food while you're inside a habitat and get all caloried up and get your thirst on then. Because when you get out in space, you can't. So, yeah, didn't think about that. You know, I kind of forget I'm in a spacesuit. So, is that where we came from? Yes, it is. We want to go this way. Shit. Oh, we're at the new. Yeah, we're either going to die or we're going to make it to the new habitat. Regardless, we do know where it's at now. I think we can make it under that. Because, I mean, it took us 30 to get this far. So, surely, they're not going to make it where you can't go there in one lick. You know what I mean? They could make it where, you know, we might be pushing our luck on this. We shall find out together because it's beautiful terrain. So, anyway, guys, this game is rough. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in it. Probably I bet a little bit of a tutorial will tell you what you're kind of doing. Especially if you quit out and then come back to the game, you might forget. But I did figure that out. That was all me. I didn't need to get that thing turned back on. I guess I turned it off when we were there, but I never went to it so what was showing is off because before it was working. So I guess we had to go fix that, just turn it on, flip the switch. So that gives us our navigation. Now, as we travel along, we're going to have to set those waypoints because that gives us our satellite bounce back, I guess, to show us where we're at. We're at 42 oxygen. I don't want to look at my vitals. I know they're doing crappy as hell. I do have food and water on me at least, you know, something to give me a pretty good amount of calories. But unless we can get to a habitat to enjoy that good food, well then, just how it's going to be. All right, come on, get in. Get your hustle on, lady, or guy, or girl, or boy, whatever you are, go. This is going to be like a huge drop-off launch. It's going to be fun if it is. We're going to jump it. There's another habitat suite. That should... Ooh. We should be able to make it. Kind of burst speed every once in a while so we can build our stamina back up. Yeah, we can make it to that. Plenty of time. Well, there's another one over there. So that's what this is about. We probably need to be taking everything with us. Ooh, loading. What's loading? Something bad fixing to happen? You scare me when you do that, game. Don't do that. We probably need to take everything with us as we move forward. Oh, running and jumping concern. Yeah, well, I'm running because I'm trying to get there quicker, dude. So shut up. I'll quit jumping. I'm not even jumping, so why? It does tell you that. That's good. That's good because this, I mean, when it comes to survival games, this is true life or death. I mean, you think back to that movie, A Mission to Mars with Matt Damon. That would be a prime example of what we're doing here. We're the only ones here. He was the only one there. He had to create an environment. He had to create food to be able to live on Mars for months at a time until they were able to come back and rescue him. And so, you know, the things you take for granted, you know, you kind of lose out on. So, I don't know, man. This is crazy. So, we'll get to this other habitat, check it out, and then figure out what we're going to do. I want to hit as many of these up. Don't tell me I got to fix all this crap, too. It's like literally every one of them is going to be like this, I bet. Probably so. There's a lot more stuff around this one, it seems like. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, big guy. Got a habitat at? Oh, let's get that off. Probably might help. So we need to come over here and flip a switch. Oh, this has got valves. Oh, storage tanks. Repair slot, maybe? Okay. We got pressure. Our oxygen's low, so we gotta hurry up and do this. Storage tanks, 1 solar panels, RTG, I don't even know what that is. Let's see. 1 circuit board, 2 hoses, 3 filters, 4 tanks, 5 fuses. Let's run the diagnostics again. Okay, well, let's get the rest of this stuff turned on. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to do. I know we're running low. We're gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay, Mr. Computer. Warning, I know we're low. We've got this. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. We shall do it. Up, turn you on. There you go. 1 more to go, and we can go inside. Be free in air, full of oxygen. All right, that's on. I gotta get in and get air before I check all this other equipment. We'll have to check and see. I want to see what's in this habitat. See if there's something different, better loot. I don't know. I mean, you would think because the more you progress in the game, you should get better items or better equipment. And maybe we'll be able to find or eventually learn how to craft a fuse, because we're going to need to. Yeah, I know my vials are I'm probably about dead. We're going to have to eat as much as we possibly can when we get in here. Hopefully I got extra food. Alright. Let's go to inventory. Dried beef. I want these peanuts because these give a lot of calories. There we go. Where did I get all this crap? I guess I got it from... Oh, that was from... I guess... Yeah, that was from that, breaking down those components. Now, this one's a little different because it's opposite sides. Oh, this one's got like a little couch area, too. Well, no, the other one had that, too. The other one had that, too. The book, however, was over there. So can we go in any of these other things yet? Doesn't look like you can. There's your salvage items. Well, that's at this end. That's right. This is your gracious voiceover because of what? A muted mic. I'm done. Anyway, looking through this habitat compared to the other one, the only differences is how they lay them out. They've got stuff here, there, whatever. That's about it. But pretty much they contain they contain the same design, just in different layout form. However, the gear inside of them is different. We do see a bit higher tier gear. Like, I mean, we found a knife, a box cutter, a razor blade, and a multi-tool. And then in the consumables, we found the same amount of food. Did find a little bit better. We found 2 ketchup packets, so we are baller. We're making it. That's called winning. So, anyway, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this game. Like I said, it's not in full release yet. There still needs a little bit more polish to it. But I think the core concept and foundation of the game is good. This sandbox mode right now is a proof of it. There's not a lot of a lot of bugs or anything. It's just getting comfortable and used to the interface. It is more realistic survival than what I've played before. I mean, you don't know, you don't have a bar telling you you have 100 life left or 100 health or whatever, food, water, any of that stuff. You just kind of, more realistic in the fact that I feel like I need water. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the cool concept. Going from the mouse to the keyboard takes some used to. It's a little bit challenging sometimes for me because I'm not used to that. But I don't dislike it because it's kind of more realistic. You know, you're pulling up your pad, then you're going to look through it with a keyboard because you're touching it or whatnot, interface. So the sleeping method, I love the way it does sleeping. That's probably the coolest thing in here to me compared to what some games do. It works rather well. You just set the time, hit sleep, you burn up those calories in an amount of time. A lot of games are doing it in that method for sleeping. Anyway, I've been Bloodstalker. This has been Lacuna Passage. And as always, folks, peace out, y'all.